Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Atalanta guys, away from home in the UEFA Champions League in match day 4 guys. We're away from home, we just got out of jail, we drew 2-2, very lucky performance, shit performance overall, but I will take it. It is a point now, I can't blame Ronaldo for saving us. Ronaldo has saved us once again. Viva Ronaldo. And yes guys, let's get straight to today's video. Made 2 changes from the last game against Atalanta and the home fixture as well. Talking about the starting 11, so he started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Bailey, Varane, Maguire, Shaw, Pogba, McTominay, Fernandes, Rashford and Ronaldo. Getting into the overreaction now. Ronaldo salvages dramatic draw. Ronaldo rescues Man United again. Ronaldo you beauty. Viva Ronaldo. Lucky FC. Ronaldo is saving us again. We got out of jail. What a dramatic ending. We didn't play well, but I'll take that. We weren't convincing. We got let off there massively. Atalanta will feel hard done by. We couldn't string a pass together. It was an end-to-end and open game. Some players played shit. Some players had a decent game. We made far too many mistakes in the midfield. We were stopping in times. We gifted them possession. We were relying on moments. We didn't create many chances. We were lacking quality in the final third. The midfield wasn't good enough. If it wasn't for Ronaldo, United wouldn't have drew that tonight. Draw was just enough. We were chasing the game. It was defence versus attack when we conceded the second goal. We were still in the game considering we didn't play well. Individual brilliance yet again. Ronaldo barely got any service in the second half. We kept believing, we never gave up. We had chances, we took our chances. It was a tough game, we got there in the end. We know we can perform better. First half poor, second half dreadful, overall shit performance. Anyway guys, let's just get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? I have to be honest and straight up that it was a shit performance overall. I think we were lucky to walk away from that game to get a point. I think if it was any other game, I'm going to refer to it, and I've said this a couple of times in my videos as well, if it was a Man City, a Liverpool, a Chelsea, absolutely get slapped. We got slapped by Liverpool because of one of those performances like that as well. Against real quality teams, you wouldn't get away with it, but we got away with it. At the end of the day, shit performance, not a great performance. We were not convincing. We didn't look promising from start to finish. You have to admit that as well. I think incredible team spirit, incredible, what would you say, character, a little bit of character there, get ourselves out of the shit as well. But it was all about, we had to keep believing, considering that it wasn't a great game on our half, we were still in the game. It was all about don't give up. We had the chances, but we just had to take our chances. We were clinical as well. It was a very tough game, but we got there in the end of the day. Going away from home, going to Italy is very tough. Took our chances. We got there in the end, but we know we can perform better as well. But I think too many times in that game, and I saw it too many times in the game as well, made too many mistakes in terms of them possession too easily as well. We gifted them possession as well a lot of the time as well. I think that midfield was a shambles. I think it was not good enough. Playing Pogba and McTominay there. Bruno's obviously fine, but it's just them two. I think Pogba again, I don't know why he's playing out of position, playing as a CDM when he's not a CDM. Just players playing out of position, shouldn't be playing there. We made too many mistakes in terms of the midfield, misplacing passes. The midfield just let us down, I think, in that game, and that's how they just managed to take control of that game a little bit as well. I think there was some players that played well, some players had a shit game as well, and I'll get into that as well. Very frustrating. It was a very frustrating game. We got there at the end of the day. We couldn't really string a pass together as well in that game, which is very annoying and frustrating in a game like this as well. That was the mistake. We just couldn't string a pass together. We couldn't even string 2 passes. It was just very frustrating. In games like that, when you play 5 at the back, it's always going to be tight and compact. Misplacing passes, gifting them possession as well, and midfield was a shambles as well. So, but yeah, we got off massively in the game, and yeah, we were not convincing, like I said, and you know, we've got to have to start. It's a slap on the wrist, to be honest, because we got out of jail yet again, and that's 3 times we've got let out. We've got let out of a jail. That's 3 times now where we've got let out of jail because Ronaldo saved us in the VILLARREAL game, 2-1. Ronaldo saved us in the Atalanta game at home, 3-2, and he saved us yet again to draw this one 2-2. A crucial point as well to take back to Manchester as well. So we're very lucky, and we have to count ourselves lucky because you don't always get away with performances like that. But slap on the wrist, we can't perform like that in a derby. And but yeah, lucky performance, and lucky FC. But yeah, getting into the game now, I thought first half had kicked off. I thought we had an alright start to the game, you know. I thought the first couple of minutes was okay. I thought we got on the front foot, you know, created half chances. I thought Ronaldo obviously had a shot on target right away, started things off. McTominay hit the post early in the game, you know, a slight deflection, took the sting out of the power as well. That could have been easily 1-0. And, you know, I think decision making let us down in that game as well, because Pogba, you know, puts a cross into Ronaldo. Ronaldo wanted it into his feet, not his head. So I think poor decision making let us down as well in that game as well. And, but yeah, I think that first half was very frustrating to watch, you know, just not convincing. I wouldn't really say we're not at the races, but I think we're just not convincing. We didn't look promising from start to finish. And then obviously, you know, they created a few good chances. They looked ruthless, they looked strong, they got on the front foot, and then obviously they just take that one chance and they score 1-0. De Gea should have done better there. Obviously Wan-Bissaka and wasn't to be seen, so got beat, and yeah, obviously De Gea's got to do better there, unfortunately, and the defenders just completely let him down as well. So poor defending and poor goalkeeping by De Gea as well, and that goal could have been easily avoided as well. We conceded goals that could have been easily avoided as well, and then I thought, I don't think we really grew into the game. I think, you know, Atalanta were well organised, well set out. I thought they pressed us, they pushed us around. We had to work hard as well. I think we were just relying on moments in that game as well, and whenever we got the chance, we had to take the chance as well. So I thought we sort of slightly came back into the game. Whenever we got on the front foot, we needed to show that quality in the final third, and we had to utilise the players that we had on the pitch as well. And then obviously Varane gets injured, Greenwood comes on, so then we've had to change formation to the 4-2-3-1, and obviously changing to the 4-2-3-1 and when they're playing 5 at the back, I think that suited us a lot more better, because then the game opens up, we can stretch them out, they're playing 5 at the back, and the game's open then, because we're going with a 4-2-3-1, they're going with a, you know, a 3-5-2-1. So the game opens up a little bit then, and the game gets stretched as well, and then that's where we can run into the areas and be explosive as well. So then I thought, you know, we kept mounting on the pressure on, and we get one back just before half time. I think, you know, getting a goal before half time was crucial in a game like that, and then we get one back, and then fair enough. Second half, I thought we came out bright, quick, sharp, on the front foot. Ronaldo, I think, had a good chance there as well, and then yeah, I thought we looked quite good in the opening 5-6 minutes. It's that 6-minute press that we always talk about, and then dropped off a little bit. Atalanta took control and dominated the game, and then I think obviously then caught us with a run from behind, and then Maguire too slow, couldn't get back. Poor goalkeeper. Well, I think that yet again another goal that could have been easily avoided, and then they make it 2-1. And then it's defence versus attack for the majority of that second half, and then we're chasing the game down, we're pushing, we're on the front foot, not creating many chances but we did have a few half chances, and then obviously Ollie made a roll of the dice, brings on a couple of substitutions to change the game, and yeah, and then obviously then Ronaldo, what he does to his best, gets us out of the shit, makes it 2-2 just before, and with, you know, 4 or 5 minutes to go, so it was a good ending, and but a shit performance overall, and we have to perform better. We cannot perform like this in future games if we do progress into this Champions League, and yeah. Good point in the end, crucial point in the end, and we get let off one, definitely for sure. Shit performance, we didn't look convincing from start to finish for large parts of the second half. We didn't look like we were going to score, but Ronaldo gets a moment and Salvages a draw right at the end. Is that a crucial point, especially in a tight and tough group? Of course it is. I think in a game like this where it could go anyway, one stage, because we were losing the game, easily been third in that group and we could have been easily heading into Europa League yet again. It's a very tight and tough group. It's definitely a crucial point as well, obviously, to take away from home as well. I think a point was just enough as well, because obviously in the other game Villarreal had won that game against Young Boys. I don't think Young Boys are going to win another game now. It's all about, in games like this, we knew that we had to sort of get a draw in this. A win would have been great. Getting a draw was probably crucial at the end there, but getting a crucial point in a tight and tough group, it could go either way. It was a very crucial point, to be honest, to save us. Quite tight between three teams, between us, Villarreal and Atalanta. Could go either way. It's just one of those tough groups. You look at the group and you think that's an easy group, with Young Boys especially, Atalanta as well, Villarreal, our Europa League finalists that beat us as well. I think all the games that you go into, they're never easy, they're always tough. And obviously in a tough and tight group like ours, it's going to go right down to the wire. It was a very crucial point to take back to Manchester. It's better than nothing. Getting a point is good. Take that as a positive, really. A draw it is. Not the performance what we wanted. Very tight and tough group, definitely for sure. It's going to be a good ending to this group. Who are the two teams that are going to progress into the last 16? Very tight and tough group. We'll find ourselves on top there. We should be easy going through now, especially with the last two games to go now as well, with Villarreal and Young Boys ahead. And I think if we win two of those games, 13 points, that should be us through. That'll be the battle then for who takes second and who's going to be dropping into the Europa League. Crucial point, tight and tough group. We'll take it at the end of the day. We are now on 7 points and we have 2 games to go. Can we get into the last 16? And what needs to happen to qualify? Oh yeah, I think we can definitely get into the last 16 from here. Obviously, crucial point against Atalanta. I think we probably needed to draw one of the games away from home as well. It's never easy to go away from home as well. I think Italy away and Spain away is always difficult and a tough place to go. Getting a point in Italy was crucial for us. I think we can definitely get into the last 16. I think if we win our last 2 games, 13 points, should be fine, and we should be easily through to the last 16. And what needs to happen to qualify, I'm going to tell you that right now as well. There's many options in how this could go and how this could pan out from now until the last 16. To be honest, if United beat Villarreal and Young Boys, qualify as group winners. If United lose to Villarreal and beat Young Boys, qualify as long as Atalanta don't win both their games. If United draw to Villarreal and beat Young Boys, we qualify. If United draw to both Villarreal and Young Boys, we're out if Atalanta and Villarreal surpass 9 points. If United lose to Villarreal and Young Boys, we're out. We're completely out, providing Atalanta win at least one remaining game. If United beat Villarreal and lose or draw versus Young Boys, we qualify. If United lose to Villarreal and lose or draw versus Young Boys, we're out, providing Atalanta and Villarreal surpass 8 points. Very tight and tough group. I think for me, as a perspective, I think we've got to win the last 2 games. Give us the confidence, give us the momentum, and it's obviously good then. Probably going into the last 16. If we do hopefully get there, pray to God, we're going to have someone difficult and we're going to have to step up to the plate, especially with 2 legs as well, home and away. I think we can definitely qualify from here now onwards as well. Who is my man of the match now? This is going to be interesting because there's not many players that didn't have a decent game. I think De Gea was okay at playing for one of the goals as well. Wan-Bissaka had a good game, I thought. Bailey had a fantastic game. Varane, unfortunate for him to go off injured. Maguire, shite, unfortunately. One of the worst performances I've seen him play. Shaw, I thought he was okay, not great. I think McTominay was not good. Pogba was not good. Rashford, he was quiet. I don't think he really had a good game. I thought Bruno had an okay game and Ronaldo was brilliant. My man of the match has to be Ronaldo. He salvaged us a draw, got us out of the shit. In a game like that, a very narrow game, end-to-end open game, Ronaldo has to be my man of the match because he scored both goals, got us out of a bit of a mess. We got a crucial point at the end of the day. How do we beat Villarreal? Now obviously we've got Villarreal in our next fixture, in our next encounter in the Champions League, in our Champions League 5th game, which is going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. But by the time this video goes out, there'll be only days to go or hours to go. So coming into this game against Villarreal, we know that they're a fantastic team. We saw that in the Europa League final, and we saw that in the first fixture at Old Trafford as well in the Champions League. Obviously, Villarreal, fantastic team, got a fantastic manager, and Villarreal, I think they'll probably want to try get us back. I think they'll want to definitely try and, try to be strong, be ruthless, be aggressive with us as well, and try and get a result back. And I think they'll feel hard done by from the last fixture, and they'll want to try and correct the wrongs and put them right for this game as well. So I think Villarreal know that they're going to be in for a tough game as well. This is going to be a tough place to go, going away from Spain as well. So, going away to Spain is difficult. It's never easy, going away from home especially. So, especially when they have got the home support as well. So, it's not going to be easy. I think this is a must-win game. We have to win this game against Villarreal, and we have to prepare well. This is going to be a physical game. We have to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality against Villarreal. Not going to be an easy game, but we have to beat them, because this is a must-win game for me. I think if we win this, we're in a good position then. And then I think, but to be honest, if you think about that Europa League final, I think we will beat them twice, but that's if we beat them. So, to be honest, we have to prepare well for this encounter. It's never going to be easy against Villarreal. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult, going away from home, going to Spain especially, but it's all about, we have to show that heart, passion, pride, the fight, the team spirit, the character, the passion, the pride, play for the club, play for the badge. And never easy against Villarreal, but I think these players will be ready for the challenge, and we've got to win this game. We've got to win this game without a doubt. It's a must-win game. We've got to win this game, boys. We cannot draw this. But considering that if we do draw this, and we beat Young Boys, we are through. But for me, we've got to win this game. It's a must-win game. Villarreal are a well-coached team. They're an intelligent team as well. I think they play with a very attacking system with the 4-3-3. The defence is very organised as well. They're very compact. I think they'll try and play with a low block again. They panic under pressure. They'll play in between the lines. They'll be aggressive. I think they'll be ruthless. I think they'll try and make it a professional performance, stay disciplined as well. They're a very physical side. They'll give us a physical game, definitely for sure. They'll make the runs in from behind. They're very good on the set pieces, and they'll try and capitalise on a mistake in the midfield as well. So we're going to have to be able to string a pass together in this game as well. In a game like this against Villarreal, what we've got to do is we've got to commit players into the box. We're going to have to get in between the lines. We're going to have to take our chances. We need to be explosive on the break. We need to be explosive on the break. And when they have players completely out of position, we've got to be explosive on the counter as well. We've got to stretch them out. We've got to play with a higher line. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka need to be effective. Don't give them time and space on the ball. The defence needs to be organised. Keep it tight at the back and defend properly. And we have to defend properly in this game, especially in a game like this. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka need to stop the crosses coming in. Play with a high intensity, high tempo and intent in our play. We've got to be aggressive, we've got to be ruthless. We're going to make the runs in from behind, utilise the quality of players on the pitch. We're going to play with energy and purpose, and we need to be aware of their set pieces as well. And we also need to have a quick and bright start to this game. And if we can have a quick and bright start to this game, and obviously in a game like this, it's going to be crucial to get the first goal. So if we get the first goal, that'll be a good start for us, and then we're in a good position, and then we want to get the second and finish the game off. So in a game like this, it's going to be crucial of getting that first goal especially as well. Getting to the goals now. The first goal, Ronaldo passed the ball to Greenwood passed the ball to Bruno backheels it to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo scores for 1-1. Getting to the second goal, Ronaldo cuts back inside, tries to force the issue. Atalanta player tries to clear it. Greenwood picks up the ball, sets up Ronaldo scores on the volley for 2-2. Getting to the stats now, possession for Atalanta it was 47.2%, and for Man United it was 52.8%. Goals for Atalanta it was 2, and for Man United it was 2. Total shots for Atalanta it was 10, and for Man United it was 13. Shots on target for Atalanta it was 4, and for Man United it was 4. Shot accuracy for Atalanta it was 40%, and for Man United it was 30.8%. Shots inside the box for Atalanta it was 6, and for Man United it was 8. Shots outside the box for Atalanta it was 4, and for Man United it was 5. Total passes for Atalanta it was 503 passes, and for Man United it was 566 passes. The pass accuracy for Atalanta it was 83.1%, and for Man United it was 82.7%. Getting to the substitutions now, Varane went off for Greenwood. Talk about Raphael's performance. Came off injured in the first half. Would be a potential disaster if he is missing for the derby on Saturday. Pogba went off for Matic. Talk about Paul's performance. hardly any strength and unity. No United player needed a performance more than Pogba, and he failed to deliver. A disaster class, definitely for sure. Rashford went off for Cavani. Talk about Marcus's performance. Quiet in the first half alongside Ronaldo, and even quieter in the second. Eventually made way for Edinson Cavani. McTominay went off for Sancho. Talk about Scott's performance. Hit the post and he deflected a shot in the 4th minute. Got booked and then continued committing fouls. Fernandes went off for Van der Beek. Talk about Bruno's performance. Did little until he broke into the area to launch onto Mason Greenwood's pass and classily back heel for Cristiano Ronaldo. Next up we've got Villarreal. Villarreal is second in the table as well. I think in this game we've got to be ready for this game, mentally, physically. We've got to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality. This is never an easy game against Villarreal, and we saw that in the Europa League final. We cannot be relying on moments in this game. We've got to create the chances in this game. And like I said before, in a game like this, getting the first goal is going to be crucial. And if we can score that goal, then Villarreal have got to chase the game down then. And then it's going to be defence versus attack. In this game, we have to defend well from start to finish. It's not going to be an easy game. Villarreal are a very tough side. They'll like to frustrate us. They'll try to go for man as well. In a game like this, we've got to come out quick, bright, sharp, and I think if we can get the crucial first goal under our belts, it's going to be a tough place to go as well, to go away from home, from Spain as well. It'd be a massive result if we can get 3 points here against Villarreal, and Unai Emery's got a tough task here. They'll like to get us back after losing 2-1 as well, especially losing it in the dying moments of the game, in the dying minutes, and with minutes to go as well, so they'll want to get us back. And I think we've got to be prepared for a reaction as well. The players have got to prepare well for this game, for this encounter. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be difficult against Villarreal, but I think the right preparation into this game, going with the right mentality and the right mindset, I think we will beat this Villarreal side. Very good team, well coached. We're going to have to do what we've got to do here. Must-win game. We've got to win this game. If we win this, we're in a good position then of getting into the last 16 then, and then it'll be a tough ending then between Atalanta and Villarreal in the last game week as well. Villarreal are 13th in the La Liga. They've got to play Getafe and Celta Vigo before our game, and we've got to play Man City and Watford before this game as well. Villarreal are scoring 2.2 goals per game. Villarreal conceding 1.2 goals per game. Villarreal have won 2, drawn 2 and lost 1. They've lost to Man United 2-1, and let's go and do the same away from home. Players to look out for is Asenjo, Gaspar, Abiol, Torres, Foyth, Moreno, Capu, Abora, Chukwueze, Chiragos, Pino, Moreno, Asalsa, Grunewald and Danjuma. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days. And peace.